Hey everyone!
Hey, we're Dev and Phil.
And today we are going to show you our SUV camping setup.
Yeah, it's super easy, it's super simple, and hopefully it'll give you some ideas about how you can do it too.
Again, super affordable and honestly really comfortable. I was kind of getting to the point where I was like not thrilled about sleeping in a tent, and so this has been a great alternative for us to see the country.
Yeah, it's built in our 2022 RAV4, and it was very easy to build. We are not furniture makers by any means, but with the simple tools that we had at our house that you probably have at yours, you can probably build this one too.
Yeah, and even though we built it in our 2022 Toyota RAV4, it's pretty convertible for lots of different SUVs, as long as you adjust the specs a little bit.
Yeah, and it's not permanent. That was something that was really important to us whenever we started building it, because this car is also one that we drive around daily.
But today we're going to show you what our general setup looks like when we're at a campground and when we're on the road, so that you can kind of see what SUV camping is like. So here's the bed. It's super comfortable. We'll talk a little bit about our decision-making process for choosing mattress. But we have an RV mattress in here that is a trifold, so it stacks perfectly on top of the platform, which is really nice. Underneath the platform here, we have a couple of drawers. So nothing in it right now, but we put all of our clothing or other personal items in here. They slide in and out. They're just little bins that you can get from any kind of store, but they fit perfectly underneath it. Something that we will often pack is just a little stool. Most campgrounds have a picnic table, but it's nice to have something like this just in case. And it slides right under here. On each side here, we have an area that I like to call the garage. This is a mesh screen that will magnet into the end. So we can just put it up on the end here and it will block out any kind of mosquitoes, other bugs, so that we can hang out in here when we're at a campsite. Also in here are our fans, which are one of our most prized possessions when it comes to SUV camping. And I'll take these up front and kind of show you how these work in just a second. But first I wanted to show you Phil's section also has this kind of garage side. It's not quite as deep, so this is something that's going to change depending on the type of SUV you have. The other side will fit like a first aid kit, which we have down in here. Again, something I would highly recommend taking with you on the road. We'll put paper towels, toilet paper, anything like that down in this side. So there are lots of nooks and crannies that are available depending on the type of vehicle that you have, but we have found that we can tuck different things that are specific to the types of travels we like to do into the areas that are the garage or other little nooks and crannies that are in the back of the RAV4. All right, let's take this fan up to the front and I'll kind of show you how that setup works. So as I said, these individual fans make a huge difference in sleep quality, especially if you're somewhere where it's a little bit warmer, and we can adjust our own settings on the fan, which is really nice and keeps the marital peace if you're in a place where it's a little bit warmer outside. I hooked a little tiny bungee cable around this so that I can hook it up right here and it will blow pretty much directly onto my face at night while I'm sleeping, which makes sleeping in warmer weather much more comfortable. This was really important to us in finding a personal fan, that we found one that could be battery operated from a rechargeable battery. So it has a USB plug. We just plug our little battery pack into it, turn it on, and we are good to go. It will last for about 8 hours, which is perfect for a good night's sleep. There are lots of items that we've found work best putting behind the passenger seat, like our jugs of water, which we usually carry around 3 on any road trip just in case, but we'll up that to around 4 or 5 if we're going through the desert, just to make sure, since we have been trapped with a 4-inch screw in our tire in the desert before. So we have our jugs to where we can easily access them from the front seat, but also around the side if we're making a pit stop. We keep our kettle down here for heating up water for coffee, so arguably our most important item while we're on the road. I also have on the back of my seat here a little, just kind of a hanging divider thing, or hanging organizational item, so that I have somewhere to put my glasses, my earrings, my phone at night while I'm sleeping, that I can easily reach them if I needed to in the middle of the night. Otherwise, we also have a little bit of extra space between the back of the seat and the bottom of the platform, which is super helpful in having a storage space for our shoes. So we have tried a couple of different items here when we've been on the road, but really I think that works best for putting our shoes, just because we have all weather mats that go all the way up the back of our seat, and so that protects our car from our shoes if they're a little dirty or a little sandy, something like that. It also keeps our shoes separate from the area where we keep our food, and also from all of our clean clothes, since they're in the back. So our shoes are kind of in their own special place, but they're also really easy to access when we need to get to them at a campground. We also have back here something that is really important to our camping setup, and that is our window screens. Our window screens allow us to have some airflow at night while also keeping out mosquitoes and other bugs. So we really, really appreciate these things. And what they do is they easily fit over the whole frame of the car right here. You just pull it tight and just make sure that you're covering the whole door frame, and then you can adjust it and roll down your window inside of it to whatever amount you would like, and that allows you to have some airflow coming through. It allows us to get a little cross breeze and keep it more ventilated at night. Behind the driver's side, we keep most of our food items. So we have our little cooler. We found a cooler that was a perfect size to fit between the posts, but also right behind the driver's seat. And we have a little tub where we keep all of our belongings that we take into a campground shower as well. That kind of keeps all of that stuff from spilling on anything else or spilling in the car, and it makes it easy to transfer when we're at campgrounds. We will stick any of our snacks or other belongings, our bag that we have our pour over and our coffee in, our filters, things like that up here as well. We also keep a couple of extra bungees with us when we are on the road. This is really nice because we can string it between the back doors. It allows us to hang up any clothing items that maybe didn't get dried the night before, if our towels are a little wet, something like that. Or we've had a couple of times where it's just come in handy to have an extra bungee cable. Otherwise, on this side, we'll keep the sunshade, which is really nice because that provides a little bit of extra privacy at campgrounds, especially if we're changing or something like that. We'll pull that out at night and just put it in our front windshield. Makes it super seamless. Again, gives us some more privacy. We also have another item on this side, which, let me pull it out for you. This thing, which hooks right on the back of the headrest. It is just a stand for your phone, which is super nice if you are a huge soccer fan and you want to watch your FC Cincinnati matches like we do. We'll lay in the back, we'll hook this in place, put our phone on it so that we can both see what's happening. With our setup, we keep pretty much everything back in the back, but we have cleaned out our glove compartment. We have all of our plasticware, paper towels, napkins, items like that. We also keep several of our cables in here in the console, as well as our batteries. That helps us keep organized so that when we roll into a campsite, we know where everything's at and we have a place where things are organized. So there you have it. There's our setup. It's super budget friendly. All in, it cost us just a couple of $100s to build the platform and stock all of the stuff that we didn't already have on hand. And over the course of the past 2 years, it has saved us literally thousands of dollars. If you're interested at all in doing something like this in your own life, whether that's building out your SUV or just kind of tiptoeing into van life, anything like that, you want to give it a try, follow along on our channel, hit that subscribe button. We're going to cover all of the logistics on how to build out your SUV into a camper like this, the top items for SUV camping, and some of the highs and lows that we've experienced on the road. We want you to join in this journey with us and think about how you could do something like this kind of lifestyle in your own life. So follow along. We're excited to have you.